Hi everyone, Shitty Movie Night correspondent Wolfman Jim here with a review of 1988's Hell Comes to Frogtown. The plot, if it can be called a plot, is that there has been a nuclear war and almost all of the population on Earth has perished. There are some tribes remaining in the desert wasteland. They all want to procreate in order to grow their tribes so they can become more powerful. One tribe consists of men who were contaminated by nuclear fallout, and as a result, they are mutants who have frog-like features. Another tribe is composed of a small number of women who have not been damaged by nuclear fallout. The Frogmen tribe have kidnapped several women and want to procreate with them. The women who have not been captured have heard that there is a man by the name of Sam Hell who has been traveling around the country sowing his wild oats, and he has fathered many children. The women track Hell down and tell him that they need him to help save the women in the Frogtown prison and then procreate with them. He says he doesn't want to help, but the women lock a shock device onto his private parts, and when he doesn't do what he's told, they shock him where it hurts big time. So rather than taking part in that weenie roast, Hell agrees to go with them on the mission. Sam Hell is played by Rowdy Roddy Piper, who in real life was a professional wrestler. Most wrestlers are good physical actors in the ring, as they need to be able to pretend to hurt other wrestlers and pretend that they are hurt. However, acting where you actually have to say something is a whole different deal, and Piper is terrible in the film. The other so-called actors are just as bad. The only credit I will give the movie is the makeup artist did a decent job on the frogmen. They are truly ugly. At the end of the movie, Hell and the chief frogman have a fight to the finish. I don't want to give away the ending, so I won't tell you who croaked in the end.
Okay, and were there any scenes that stuck out in your memory?
There was one, and it was actually somewhat amusing, not greatly amusing, but slightly amusing. Hell gets a sleeping bag to sleep on the ground, and one of the two women is attracted to him, and she tries to make herself look sexy, which was a bit of a challenge, quite frankly. But anyway, she comes on to Hell and hoping that he will procreate with her. And Hell basically will have no part of it. I think he was upset about having his private parts, private parts being subject to punishment, and he basically told her to get lost. So that's the one scene that comes to mind.
Do you remember that scene where he first goes to the frog bar and encounters the frog people?
To be honest with you, the movie was so boring, I fell asleep and I missed most of that part of the movie.
Okay. Did you see the part where he tries to chainsaw the cod piece off?
No, I guess I slept through that as well.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Well, one thing that I'll mention is that there's an old geezer in the movie, and he's played by Rory Calhoun. And Rory Calhoun was actually a fairly well-known actor in the 60s. He always appeared in Western movies. These movies were B movies. They were not the number one marquee movies, but he always played the good guy, and he was fast with a gun. And anyway, he's apparently now much older, and he did the movie, so I'm guessing he was looking to make a little bit of money to buy breakfast for himself at Denny's the next day.
Okay, I think think that's a cut.